Welcome back to Farmer's Dynasty with the Rude Man, and I'm doing some harvest here. I did go ahead and hire a worker, and the game did not freeze on me like it had been, so I'm kind of pussyfooting around with this game, and I'll keep trying as I can. I hired a different field. I'm going to try to hire, say, well, when it was freezing, as I mentioned in the last episode, it was this field here that I was trying to hire for. So this last time, I chose a field down south, and I'm going to try that again. Who's doing what here? Transport. Let's try to hire a worker here and see if it makes me freeze. Because if I have to do this manually, it's going to take me forever. Okay, it says I just hired a worker. I'm not going to hire another one yet. I'm going to go ahead and keep working myself. And if that works, then I'll try another one. I can hire up to 4 people. But anyway. Right, let's get to harvesting here. Okay, and wait a minute, how did I get, oh, I guess it's okay. It's alright. Alright. Okay, we're gonna hitch corn header, exit the grain combine. No. Where's the turn on button? Does it automatically unhitch when you get out of it? It must. When you shut the game down, it automatically unhitches from your combine, because I didn't do that. Alright, so we're going to put the header down. We're going to turn the header on by talking dirty to it. And then we're going to hit the cruise control. And let's see, what do we got? I'm getting close to being full, so I'm going to try to get to the end here, and then we'll get our trailer up here. Oh, no, wait. I was looking at the wrong thing. We're okay. Only 5% in here. What the hell was I looking for? Oh, I was looking at the total amount that has been harvested. I wasn't looking at what I'm actually harvesting at the moment. Kind of confusing. All these percentages running around on your screen. Uh-oh, missed a little bit. And I'm glad I figured out that silo issue. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I kept using the Xbox controller, and when I switched back and forth from the Xbox controller to the keyboard, it shows up. It didn't show up before. When I was just using the controller, I'd pull the tractor and trailer under the silo pipe, and the control didn't pop up to tell me to load the trailer. When I pulled under there and hit the controls for the keyboard, it popped up to hit the enter button to fill the trailer. But what it also did was, then when I went back into the controller, then the controller had the Y button show up. So it's a little bit of a glitch in the controller, I think, when you switch back and forth. I keep missing the corn I'm trying to get. Maybe I should go inside the darn thing. Man, the glare on this windshield is terrible. Alright, let's go get this little patch over here. Can't see. I thought I missed a little. There it is, right in front of me. I tell you, the glare's so bad on that windshield, I couldn't see it. I know, I'm moving too fast. Man, relax a little. All right, I had a little bit of a glitch there. Okay, we're back. We're back. I don't know what happened. I'm blaming it on Windows. A peripheral on the computer stopped working, and you get that little tone that Windows puts up, and glitched me out of the game. But it didn't freeze, so I'm back. You're moving too fast. I was also moving backwards. Silly game. All right, so it looks like the other hiring job that I did worked okay. So let me try again on this field. See if I can hire a third worker. You have just hired a worker to harvest your field. Cool. All right, where are we at on this? %. Uh-oh. Doggone it. Gotta watch what I'm doing. Keep missing little patches of corn. We can't have that. I need to get every ear. So what I'm going to try to do once we get this harvest done is I'm going to go into where are we at? Where are we at now? Let's see. See, we're at the 2nd of July. So I'm going to, and I've told you before, and I can't remember where I read it. I thought that I read it in the change log that said something about having a family happened in July. And I'm not exactly sure if that's exactly what it said. It said something to that. And I can't remember whether it said the chances were higher in July or if it said, no, it actually happens in July. So what I'm going to do is I tried a couple of times when I was speeding up time to get into this harvest. I tried a couple of times to get Charlotte to, well, come to bed with me. She pretty much goes to bed when she's tired. And so as soon as this harvest is done, if it gets to be nighttime, I'm going to try again. I'm just going to keep trying again. What you have to do is you have to wait to just before bedtime and then talk to her, give her some flattery, tell her all kinds of good stuff, and hopefully when you ask her if she's ready for bed, she'll say, yes, I'll join you, or whatever it is she's going to say. And then magic happens, I guess. Until then, she just says, I'm not quite tired yet. I'll be there when I get there. I'm paraphrasing, but it's something like that. So I'm going to continue doing these local fields here and let the workers do. Now, let me make sure that that other guy's working. Looks like he is. So let's see if we can hire a worker for this northern field. I doubt if you can, because every time, the only way I've been able to hire a worker on this field is if I actually run up to the field physically. But let's try. See what happens. Game hasn't frozen yet. Cannot find a worker. See what I mean? So let me jump out of this harvester and we'll run up there. Oh, I'm stuck in the cornfield. I don't know where I'm at. There I am. We'll run up there and see if I can't hire a worker on that field. I'm staying away from the one that kept freezing on me, and I'll do it last. And if it freezes my game up again, then I'll do it manually. At least I don't have to worry about picking up straw on this harvest. You don't get a wide variety of crops. The only thing I haven't done yet is Well, it's not the only thing, but I haven't done peas yet. I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I might go back to barley or wheat, although the picking up the straw is a pain in the butt. But boy, you make good money on it. Although I don't really need good money anymore. I pretty much have all the equipment I need. And I fixed my house up as best as I can. Right, we're in the field. Let's see if it will let me hire a worker now. And it worked every single time that I actually came to the field. It worked. Where am I? Where's my farm? That way. I think. Where am I? I'm lost. Where am I? Okay, I need to go that way. Oh, my farm's across the road. All right, I got you. Oh, geez, my boots are gonna get wet. I used to do that when I broke horses. I had a couple horses that loved to swim, and one of them was actually born and raised on a riverbed. The mare, got away from the owner and ran down to the river, down on the Yakima River in the Yakima Valley, and they couldn't catch her. And she had her baby there on the river, out in the wild. And it was, and she raced down there on the river. It was wild. They were both. She was semi-wild. Of course, the colt was completely wild. And a year and a half had went by or so, and these people contacted me and asked me if I could go out and try to find the mare and the colt, and if I could catch them and bring them to their farm, they would give me the colt. And so I was able to do that. And that colt just loved to swim. It was a lot of fun. I broke the horse, and it was one of the 3 or 4 horses that I ended up having. And I used to love to go swimming with this horse. And the reason that this story came up was I was talking about boots. I'd buy myself, I didn't buy real fancy cowboy boots. I bought work boots because I was, I worked in them. I didn't go out dancing in them. And so I would buy a good pair, although a cheap pair. I shouldn't say cheap. I should say inexpensive pair of boots, because they're just going to get full of crap and mud, and because, I was breaking horses for a living. Yeah, I was working in these things. I was doing ranch hand work, building fences and taking care of pasture, that kind of thing at the time. So I'd buy a decent pair of boots, but an inexpensive pair. And what I would do is I would saddle up my horse. We'd go down to the river. I'd get up on the riverbank. I would unsaddle and unbridle the horse, and he would go out swimming. I'd take most of my clothes off but my boots. And I would go out in the river with him, and he'd be swimming along, and I'd be holding his tail, and he'd pull me through the water. And we'd have a lot of fun just swimming. And sometimes he'd swim with me on his back. That's really not a lot of fun, though, especially for him, so he's just got to pack my ass around. So mostly it was just him swimming and me, pulling me with his tail. And when we got out, of course, my boots were soaked. And what I would do is I'd saddle the horse back up, and I would ride the rest of the day. And where we lived, it was, 100 degrees in the summertime. It was hotter than hell. And by the end of the day, my boots would be dry, but they would form fit to my feet after getting wet. So that's how I broke my boots in. Probably not the best way to do it, but that's how I did it. It was funny. All right, what do we got in this thing now? 45%. I'm going to run down the middle here. Now see, there's that optical illusion where the corn is swaying in the breeze, but it actually looks like your combine is moving left and right. Isn't that weird? And now if you look out into the, well, I was going to say if you look into distance, it doesn't, you can see that it's the corn going. But if you look at it from this perspective, it looks like the combine sometimes is moving, especially if you're only looking at the field. Weird. Let's see, I don't want to overflow here. What are we looking at? Oh, we're still 64%. We got a little bit of room. I got to go sell that wheat, although I keep trying to figure out how in the hell to get that wheat in. You know what? It may be the same problem now that I think about it. What am I talking about? A little carried away. In my mind, I can figure it out. That trailer of wheat there, I was going to sell it, but then I got to thinking I could put it in the storage that's up in the in my garage. But I've tried to do that, and I couldn't get it to work. Maybe it's the same problem because I was using a controller. I'll have to try that. Matter of fact, I'm going to try it right now because I'm impatient. That's just who I am. Know what I mean? Let's give it a shot. Maybe that was the issue. Alright, see, here's the thing. I use my Xbox 3 or Xbox One controller to drive the rigs. When I'm out of the rig, I use the keyboard to run around because it's faster for me. So what would happen is I'd pull up along here and I didn't see anything pop up that said, you know, unload your product. See that nothing's popping up. There's one that says raised trailer, but I don't want to dump it on the ground. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let me hit the keyboard now and see if it says anything. No, it doesn't. It just says raised a trailer, but I don't want to raise the trailer and have it spill all over the ground. Let me see. I make myself dizzy with this damn mouse. Let me see if I can back it up to that thing. See, I wish this was one of those trailers that had a straight, solid tongue on it instead of the articulating dolly wheels there. They're hard to back up when they're that way. Alright, let's see. Stop, tractor. Come on, camera, turn. Camera turns real slow on the controller. Alright, now let's see if we can back this thing up. See, it's going crazy. I hate it. I can't tell how close I am. Let me look. Am I even on it? Kind of. Not. No, I gotta come back a little bit more. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let me see. I'm just scared to death to do this. Hang on. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save the game. Right here. Let me do a quick save. I probably should anyway, in case it freezes. God, I never even thought about that. Because if it freezes now, I've lost all that work I've done. Okay, so it saved the game. Let me see if I can dump this stuff. I'm getting hungry. Okay, give me a second. Raise the trailer, and let's see if it goes in. Oh, geez, what's happening? I can't tell what's happening. Is it just dumping it on the ground? I don't know what it did. I don't know what it did. Let's pull it away. Well, it doesn't look like it's on the ground. Let me eat something before I forget, because I'm going to starve to death if I don't. Can't have a family if I starve to death. Yeah, see, once I'm out of the tractor, it's much easier to use the keyboard and run around. It's a lot faster. All right, now, let me do my little eye thing. Grain storage. Grain storage. Well, it doesn't say. It just tells me that it's grain storage. Okay, hang on. Grain disposal. Wheat. Okay. The wheat is in there, which means it's upstairs. It popped it upstairs there. So there should be, if I go upstairs, there should be some wheat up there. Let's see. Where's the upstairs door? Right here? Let's take a look. Well, it doesn't really show, does it? I suppose if I hit my little eye thing, it'll show. 209 kilograms, 17%. 209. What? I don't know what the hell that is. 209. Oh, that's the fertilizer that I'm looking at. It's over here. This right here. Grain disposal. Wheat. 7,150 units. Whatever it is. Right, okay. So it worked. We got it. It's there. Now I can put corn in the other one. Then I can sell... Oh, whoops. Wrong door. I can sell it at my leisure, which I don't have any, but... I don't have any leisure. Okay, let's jump in this rig. Grab the controller again, and off we go into the wild blue yonder. And now I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to wait, though. Gosh, I don't know. I think I'm going to wait to do the weed eating in the spring. Because if I do it now, it's just going to spring back up in the spring. Get it? Spring back up. Oh, I'm so funny. Anyway... I'm not going to do it. It was funny. I had a comment. A person, one of my subscribers, commented that they liked to watch me weed eat. They thought they had a lot of fun watching me weed eat. That they really enjoyed that. And I said, yeah, my wife does too when I do it at home, but I don't do it often enough. So I usually hire a little high school kid to do it, because little high school kids need to learn how to work and stuff like that. So I usually try to give them jobs in the summertime. I got all kinds of junk to do around here. I don't have a lot of land here. Just I got a little less than a half acre, and but it's yard and landscaping, and I hate doing that kind of stuff. So I'll find a young, strapping high school kid. Right now, we've got a friend of ours, kid that is a wrestler, and he wants to keep working out in the summertime to keep his bulk up for wrestling. I said, hey, come work for me. I got all kinds of junk to do. I got weed eating and lots of stuff. Am I harvesting this grass stuff when I... Oh my God, am I? No, I'm not. I was going to say, that'd be a bummer. Yeah, if I run over those weeds and they fill my corn up with weeds. See how we're doing here. 80%. Is that what it said? 81%. If I can get to the end, I'll stop and dump this in that trailer over there. Over there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened? Just went hog-ass wild on me. It's not cutting now. I must have turned it off. Okay, it's running now. I don't know what I did, but I tore up half my corn there doing that. Alright, let's see if we can hit this trailer here. Start and stop spilling grain. I hate the way they say that. You're spilling it. No, I don't want to spill it. I want to put it in the trailer. Alright, see if this works. So far, it's not telling me I'm spilling it on the ground, so that's good news. And it's not quite full, so the trailer should hold it all. And then, we're going to line this trailer up, put it in the silo here. Look at the silo, looks all golden right now. Must be the sunset. Which reminds me, I should check the greenhouse. Make sure everything's hunky-dory. Let me double check what's going on here. 7%. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Put that back. Get this guy back to work in the field. Do I have 4 workers now? 1, 2, 3, 4, I do. And no freezing of the game. Good. That's so good. Let me double check and make sure I get a decent save. Now, I've got a couple of saves here, so I need to spread the love around, and hopefully they're not corrupted. I get paranoid, so I have more than one game saved, just in case of total catastrophe. Getting dark on me. Let's see if I can finish this field up. How do you turn the lights on? There it is. It's right button and up. There we go. Get some lights on the subject here. Does the pipe have a light on it? I don't know if it does. It doesn't look like it does. Oh, that's too bad. Some of them do, I know. Some of the mods that I have in Farm Sim 17 have lighted pipes. Lit pipes. Sounds like a tobacco deal. Okay, we should be able to hopefully finish this field off without dumping another load. Although if I get bored with harvesting here, I can jump in that trailer. Now notice the beacons on the tractor are flashing. When the combine is full, the beacons flash. Evidently, it's telling me that that trailer is full and the beacons are flashing. Because I have no idea how to turn beacons on. I don't think there's a way for you to manually do it. They don't come on with the lights, but they do come on. I've noticed when I've had a full combine and I jump out of the combine and it's full and I go get my tractor, when I come back, the beacon on the combine is going. It must be to tell you it's full, I guess. I don't know. See, the lights weren't even on. I think the beacon does. I think it comes on when the trailer's full. Probably does, because when the trailer's full, it knows you're going to market or you're going someplace, and so it puts the beacon on for safety. That's my thought. I'm sticking to it. Trailer's full. Empty it into a Shiloh. All right. Let's see what we're at here. Are we over the thing? Are we over the grate? Good enough? Pull ahead a little bit. There we go. Right there. Stop, stop, stop. And let's raise the trailer and dump the corn. And now I'm not getting that nasty warning that you've got another fruit in this silo and you're wasting your product. That's what it told me last time. I thought, oh my God, no, no, no. I got a whole trailer of corn. There's no way I want to waste it. Right. Okay, we're going to let this thing down and let's jump out. Does it go down by itself? Yeah, it did. Kind of. Going to get back to our combine, I guess. See if we can finish this job out before it gets dark on us. Darkness is coming on soon. Yeah, I thought that's pretty funny. That person liked watching me do the weed eating. Oh, oh, oh! I'm tearing up my field. Oh, I'm running over my crops. What happened? I didn't turn it on. I didn't turn the machine on. Darn it, I crushed some of my crops. Oh man, you can sure tell it's summer. I noticed that I don't watch videos of other farmers, and I don't think that in the past people have asked me to watch another farmer or do I watch another farm videos and stuff, and I've said no, I don't watch other people's videos, and I don't think I clarified that I don't watch other people that play farm sims videos, and it's not 100% true. I'll occasionally jump over and watch if somebody says, "Hey, you need to see this," for whatever reason. I might go ahead and jump over there and so, but normally I don't, for more than one reason. I've explained it in other videos. I'm not going to explain it here, but. What I want to clarify is that I do watch other YouTube channels. I just don't watch other farming YouTube channels on a regular basis. But what I was going to say is you can sure tell it's summertime, because I've noticed that the content on a lot of the other YouTube pages that I watch have slowed down quite a little bit. It used to be I'd get videos every day or every other day on a lot of the people I watch, and now it's like once a week. Everybody's busy in the summertime, and I have to admit that the views on my videos have been lower in the summertime. They get low. People are out doing stuff. I think that basically, when they're back in the house and they've got nothing else to do, they'll go back and watch some of the videos that they've missed in the last month or two. But that's my hope anyway. Yeah, it's no big deal. I'm not trying to make a living on YouTube. So, it says I'm tired. So it's not, it's not life-threatening that I don't get thousands of views on my videos. I'm just glad to get any views on it, because I do it because I want to share the fun I'm having. And if any such time that I'm not having fun, then there's no point in doing this. But anyway, would I like to have thousands of views on each video? Of course I would. Be careful what you wish for, though. I watched a video of some of the bigger YouTubers, and they were talking about VidCon and how some of these big YouTubers get together and share what they're thinking on the state of their job, because a lot of them are doing it for a job, and a lot of them are saying they're just, and I'm talking the big guys that have like millions of subscribers, anywhere from 1 million to 10 million, 6 million, how many ever they got. The one I was watching had over 4 million, about 4.5 million, and they're just talking about how they're getting depressed. They're just they're getting bored with what they do. They're just, but hey, this is their living now. It's your choice. Other people would say, wow, I'd love to make a living just playing games all day. Well, it's not just that. There's a lot of work in it. And if you're doing the kind of videos that these guys do, they're mostly doing, if they are doing games, they're commenting them with a webcam and they're doing vlogs about them. That's completely different than what I do. I can sit in a dark room and record a video and think anything I want to think, do anything I want to do, and it doesn't matter. I take my video and I put it up, and if anybody watches it, great. If they don't, there you go. I don't have to deal with all the grief that some of these guys go through, because, like I say, be careful what you wish for. If I was to wish to have 5 million subscribers instead of the 4,000 I've got, would I be happy? Would I be happy? Because if you get grief on a YouTube channel, it grows exponentially with the number of subscribers you have. So, and a lot of these guys are having, they're thinking, it's getting old, having to put up with all the drama and stuff that comes with this, because what you've got is a lot of garbage on the internet, a lot of garbage, and you've got a lot of bad people on the internet, people that are just out there to cause trouble and to troll and to do whatever it is they want to do, cause trouble, whatever it is they want to do. And again, it grows exponentially with the size of YouTube pages you've got. So hey, would I like to have millions? Probably not. I'm not, if I start getting hassled like that, it isn't worth any money to me to take that kind of grief. I forgot I was going to ask Charlotte. It's too late. She's in bed. Doggone it. Let me check my status. I need to eat. Let's have a little pizza for bedtime. Probably shouldn't. The garlic and the onions are going to get me, but oh well. Here we go. Bright and early, and it's too late to ask Charlotte. She won't wake up now. Here's the funny part. You can sit here all day and she won't get up. Does she sleep with her eyes open? Holy smokes, that's freaky. Anyway, as soon as you leave, she gets up and you don't know it. I don't know. I don't think they actually get up and walk up here. I think they kind of teleport where they're going and stuff. I don't know that for a fact, but she won't get up if you're in there watching her. It'll take a little bit, and then all of a sudden she's not there. She's out here. So I don't know how it works. It's weird. Freaks me out. Right, let's get our trailer. We're done with this field. We'll check how the other workers are doing. So far, money's rolling in. I wish this rock was gone. I keep running over it trying to get my tractor out of here. Can I get by? Barely. Tractor should be strong enough to go over that rock, but alright, stop the truck, tractor, truck, whatever it is. We'll get in this thing. put the pipe out, and then I'm going to have to line it up. I wish I could just drive over the grate, but I don't think it works that way. Alright, let me see. Think that'll work? I'm going to try it. I don't know how much we have in here. Not very much. Not even half of a bin full, but that's okay. It's really okay. 15%. 10%. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now I'm going to put this guy over here parked out of the way until such time as I find out whether I need to go back out and manually do that field that kept freezing my game. Let's get our grain put away and then we'll go check on everybody. See how they're doing. With the controller you can't go fast. Well, not really. Yeah, you can. It's just not the same. It's the camera that's really slow when you use a controller. I can look around a lot faster with the mouse. Although, I'm not the only one either. The mouse is really sensitive. It's really fast and it's really sensitive. And you've got a control for that, but it doesn't seem to do all that much. When you go into the options, you can control the speed of your mouse, supposedly, or the sensitivity, but it doesn't make that much difference. And I'm not the only one that has a problem. I did see a couple. Now, I told you earlier that I don't watch other farmers, but I have watched a few Farmer Dynasty because there's a big learning curve in this game. Nobody tells you what to do. It was early access and doesn't really hold your hand, I should say. So there was a few times that I kind of watched a little bit of somebody farming. Not a lot, maybe 5 minutes. Just to get an idea of something that I had in mind if I was trying to do something. And anyway, I've heard several of them say that, sorry, but this mouse is just really super sensitive, and you know they're making themselves dizzy like I do. Right, let me get out of this. Let's go check our greenhouse before the end of the episode hits me here. I'm getting close. And make sure everything's... Oh, is this harvestable? It is. It is, and it needs water. And I'm getting wet. The button should be on the outside, so you don't have to stand there and get wet while you're moisturizing the crops. Let's check the workers here before... Okay, hey, this guy's done. This guy's done. So let's see if we can hire here without too much trouble. Harvest and sell. Wait a minute. Make sure I save the game first. I don't want to get in that problem again. Just in case it freezes on me. You gotta wait. It says, oh, there it goes. Okay, game saved. Right. Go into the map. Let's grab a worker if we can. Just hired a worker. Now, it did that before. It was this field right in front of me that I had trouble with. And I tried it like 6, 7 times, and I don't know why it never entered my mind. It's because I'm stubborn. But it never entered my mind to try a different field. I would hire that guy. The combine would come in down that road here, would get in the field, would go around the back there and start on the other side, and it'd get about halfway down the field and boom, it'd freeze up. And I got frustrated. I reloaded everything. I went in and checked things, and I don't have any kind of mods in this game. I'm not even sure if you can put mods in it, but because I haven't looked. But anyway, I'm just I am just stubborn enough that it didn't enter my mind to try a different field. I'm going to make it work. It's going to not freeze this time. And it did. And then I try again. It's not going to freeze this time. And it did. And I shut the game down. I'd rage quit. I mean, that's just a term, by the way. I I didn't rage. I would just be very disappointed and frustrated, and I would stop playing and go play something else. Come back in, start it back up, blame it on Windows, and there it went. It froze. There it went. It did just freeze. But my time is up, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Good thing I saved, huh? I'm going to end the episode here, and when I come back, we'll see if we can get it to work again. In the meantime, hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully, I'll see you back in the next episode. In the meantime, happy farming.